Hi everyone, I'm Michelle from Harcourts. It's our monthly update time again, and today we're really honored to have our special guest, Kurt. Kurt is one of our top agents in Harcourts. He is very experienced and he's been doing so well, especially with some top-end architectural homes. Compared to the same time last year, in terms of median price, we had about 0.3% increase. And in terms of number of sales, year on year, that's 11.7%. In terms of sale price, we had about 3.6% increase compared to August. In terms of sales count, we had slightly lower sales count compared to August. That's only 1.3% drop. That's because August, we're sort of in the middle of correction from the July rush, after the bright line test change.
It does feel like it's picking back up again. A lot more positivity out there in the market.
So like we were talking about before, the stock level is definitely up compared to August. We're seeing more properties online and buyer has more choice now.
Right.
On the other hand, because of the OCR dropped so much in the past quarter, now it's down to 4.79%, which is a very positive signal to the market. And the retail rates, some of the banks, they dropped to the fives. It makes a huge difference in terms of loan payment. We are actually feeling stronger in October. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's positive, it's exciting.
We typically say from October onwards, that's a peak season, and it lasts until April next year. From what we're seeing in the market, I'm feeling October number is probably going to be even stronger than September in terms of median sale price and number of sales. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think you're right. In terms of appraisal numbers at the moment as well, and a lot of people wanting to do transactions beforehand or wanting to be secure, knowing what they're doing moving into the new year.
What's better Christmas gift compared to a lovely home, right?
Yeah, brand new home.
Another thing is when we look at the office board, we always say it is a very good presentation of the market because we are the number one office.
Absolutely.
We are actually seeing 75 sales on the board, which is showing a really strong month. And then 90 upcoming new listings, which is showing more stock for the coming months. So we're busier than the past quarter. In the last update, we are seeing a lot of people moving down from North Island to downsize their mortgage and to get a bit more lifestyle. Interesting that you mentioned you're seeing a lot of people moving up from the south as well. Can you give us a bit more?
What we're finding as well, we're getting quite a few people coming from the Marlborough region, so Blenheim and Nelson. They are either wanting to bring the kids perhaps up to a private school and get enrolled for next year, so they're looking at purchasing now or for the end of the year. And they're looking for a lock and leave townhouse. They may live here 50% of the time as well and go back home.
You mentioned one of your clients is searching for a property like over 2 million, close to Rangier. That's a very expensive townhouse.
And it's fun, isn't it?
It's fun.
But it's great once you get the gist and that you really get to know your clients. And obviously they trust you as well. So it's more like a lifelong friend and sort of helping them into something, to a new home. It's really beneficial.
I can see why they trust you. Like you moved to Christchurch 7 years ago and you have built your business here, get to know your local clients and become really good friends. And you have built up your reputation around some of the top end areas. Can you share a bit of your experience with us? And we were just talking about heading to the peak season. We would need to help our clients to get ready for the market. There would be some good tips to share with them.
What we're finding for the year is obviously bringing home to market is such a big beneficial, crucial thing to their business here as well, but making sure it's all done right. And we'd much rather have it for an extra few days and just take our time, because what we're finding is buyers are so fussy, aren't they? We love them, but we're finding that they will pick little things throughout the process, throughout the property, so to make sure that all the painting's done, all the touch-ups, as you mentioned before, the landscaping, the gardens, we're ensuring that all the work has been done in the property, and obviously they come through and we try to grasp them for that property there, because at the moment what we're finding is there are more listings on the market and buyers are having more choice. So if there's something else like your property on the market, you're really actually looking at one or two other homes that are similar.
I always say to my vendors, if you prepare your property to the condition that when people walk in, they fall in love, extra value for it, because people's emotion. Another thing, Kurt, I know we probably spoke about this to our clients many times about auction process, but still many clients, they still feel there's extra time pressure. What if you come to the auction room and there's no one showing up to buy your house? And there's always this uncertain feeling and fear. You run pretty much all your sales with the auction. I want to hear from your perspective why you think auction is the best.
Yeah, that's a great question. We really believe in the process, and I guess we're so fortunate to work for Harcourts as well. So we've got the supportive team of the agents like yourself and business owners, and it's obviously we are the #1 franchise in New Zealand, and obviously the #1 auction house as well. Why wouldn't we love auction? But I find it's an amazing experience for both purchasers and vendors as well, and getting everybody into the room. It's open and transparent, which we love, and I think the buyers really appreciate that as well. So there's some bidding in the room, and obviously it gives buyers more confidence if they've got another competitor there seeing value above them, and nobody likes to lose, do they? No, we find the auction process personally for myself and our team, that's exactly what we aim to do.
There are occasions where the right buyers for the property is just not ready yet. We come across scenarios like the buyer's property is just due to confirm in the next week. And I always say to my vendor, you don't need to get nervous about that, because during the campaign, if there's a buyer like this, we would have had a proper conversation with them, and we would have got a conditional offer in writing from here. So that conditional buyer would have a chance to buy this house. We would give the buyers opportunity, and also give the vendor the insights of the complete picture, not only just the unconditional ones, but what it looks like if they work with a conditional buyer. So it's really not so scary, because all the information is transparent, like you said. And I think it's a really fair process, because everyone can say what's happening.
No, and you're correct in what you're saying with that as well. So just given because it's an auction process, it still means the conditional parties can still come through the property, right? So we're not eliminating non-auction buyers.
Absolutely.
So then we are having those conversations with those buyers as well, making sure that we're not eliminating any competition.
So that's the update for today, and thank you so much, Kurt, for joining us.
It's been lovely.
And we look forward to talking to you next month.
Thank you very much.